sometimes, the promise of a better life comes wrapped in betrayal. Mabel, a young Nigerian woman, dreamed of hope, of freedom, of purpose. Instead, she found herself trapped in one of the darkest corners of humanity. But this is not just a story of pain. It's a story of power. Of faith. Of a woman who refused to stay broken. And who now fights to free others. Mabel was the firstborn of 5 siblings. Every day in Nigeria, she hustled, selling fruits, cleaning homes, even helping in a small school. Still, it was barely enough. She watched her siblings sleep hungry, their stomachs growling, their eyes begging. One day, she told herself, "We'll all eat together. Full bellies. No fear." Then came a message. Jane, her childhood friend, now living in Italy, seemed to have made it big. "Come, Mabel. Life is sweet here. You'll find work. You'll make money. Let me help you escape this struggle." Mabel's heart raced. She packed her dreams into a small bag, hugged her mother tightly, and promised her siblings she'd be back, with gifts, money, and smiles. She had no idea what awaited her on the other side. Italy was beautiful. Jane picked her up in a shiny car, nails done, designer bag slung over her shoulder. "This," Mabel thought, "is it. This is the life I deserve." The apartment was spotless. The fridge was full. The laughter felt real, until the truth came. On the 3rd night, Jane handed her a tight dress and a pair of heels. "You want to eat? You want to send money home? You need to work for it." Mabel froze. "What do you mean, work?" Jane's smile disappeared. "You'll do what I do." Mabel's world crumbled. The lights, the money, the customers, they all came at a cost. She was forced into the streets. Forced to smile through tears. Forced to survive. Every morning, she returned home numb. Her body aching. Her heart silent. She called home less and less. What could she say? That she had become something she never wanted to be? And yet, the money kept flowing. Her siblings were eating. Her mother was smiling. But Mabel was dying. Inside, she was just a shell, dressed in gold, chained in silence. Even when she started looking successful, she had never been more lost. One evening, she fainted in the bathroom. Her body, finally giving in. The doctor whispered, "If you keep this up, you won't last the year." That night, Mabel looked in the mirror. Her reflection stared back, unfamiliar. Haunted. She whispered to herself, "This can't be how my story ends." And she did the unthinkable. She ran. She didn't know where to go, but she ran. Barefoot. Crying. Praying. And somewhere on a quiet street, she found a small church. The door was open. And so was her heart. In that church, Mabel collapsed at the altar. Weeping. Not speaking. Just weeping. A woman came and held her. No questions. Just warmth. For the first time in years, Mabel was touched with kindness. Over the weeks, she began healing. Talking to counselors. Reading scriptures. Singing in the choir. Peace began where pain once lived. She discovered something she never knew existed. Value. Not in her looks. Not in her body. But in her soul. She didn't just find God. She found herself. Mabel decided she wouldn't be silent anymore. She knew there were other girls, just like her, still out there, dreaming, hoping, being hunted. So, she founded the Hope for Daughters Foundation, a shelter, a safe space, a school, and a movement. She went from church to school to radio station, sharing her story, warning young women, exposing the lies. One day, after a talk in a secondary school, a trembling girl approached her. "My aunt wants to send me abroad for a modeling job," the girl said, "but something doesn't feel right." Mabel hugged her tightly. "You just saved your own life, my dear." That girl, Rita, is now a fashion designer in Lagos. That's what Mabel does. She turns almost tragedies into triumphs. Then came the phone call she never expected. Jane. Broken. Sick. Alone. The woman who once enslaved her, now asking for help. Mabel stared at the phone. Her hands shook. But she answered. Not with hate. Not with revenge. But with compassion. "I forgive you," she said. "Not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace." Mabel's story is not just about survival. It's about transformation. From victim to victor. From silence to speaker. From pain to purpose. She found out that true wealth is peace. And now, she spends her life giving that wealth to others. If you're watching this, remember, no matter how broken your past is, you have the power to begin again. If Mabel's story touched you, please like this video, share it, and subscribe for more real-life stories of strength and survival. If you or someone you know is being lured by false promises abroad, reach out. There is help. There is hope. And just like Mabel, you too can rise.